Okay, my name is Dave Starman. I am right now coaching Tier 1 on Long Island. I run the PAL Junior Islanders Tier 1 program. Spent the last 4 years as a pro scout for the Montreal Canadiens, and I've got a coaching background with USA Hockey. I've been doing it about 33 years, coaching the minor leagues. I like to say I'm one of the few guys in the world that's probably coached mites all the way up to the double and triple A level of pro, and it's been a blast straight through. And I will say this, there is such a difference now between the way we coach and the way we coached then. It has gone 180 degrees the other way, I think for the better. And one of the things that I've seen on the coaching side of things over the last few years is the amazing depth pool. And I'm talking more stateside, but I'm seeing it elsewhere. The amazing depth pool that we have created at every individual age group because of the way that we're starting to coach and the way that we're starting to develop players. We've really gotten away from line drills. We've gotten away from 60 minutes of systems where 8 or 9 players are standing out here or taking a knee, watching 5 players do things in one zone and one goalie not really doing very much. We have taken this to such a great level, and I really credit, I do, like I said, I do a lot of work with USA Hockey. I really credit our ADM staff and the roots of that even 40 years back with the way that we have changed, going to a lot of small area games, a lot of station-based work, and a lot of skill-based work. And you heard Don Granato this morning talk about skill development, and I've had a chance to watch his team's practice at the NDTP. Ryan Hardy's name was mentioned, who ran the NDTP for a long time. I learned a ton about small area games from them and from working within the coaching program at USA Hockey. Some faces in the stands I know have done the same thing along with me. If you get a chance, on USA Hockey's website, the Small Area Games book is available for download as a PDF. I highly suggest going and taking a look at it. There's probably 50 of them. The other thing with small area games, when I watch games, and being a scout, you see a ton of them. So I saw 115 games last year between the NCAA, the World Juniors, the American League, and a little bit of the NHL. You watch these games closely enough, small area games will present themselves to you during NHL games. You'll see something during a game, and you'll say to yourself, you know what, my team doesn't do that very well, but instead of doing it as a full ice flow, you'll get an opportunity to say, I want to zero in on one particular skill, and you can create your own small area game. So what we're going to do is I've got 4 games that we're going to work on. Each one of them will work on some component of hockey sense, but there is skill development involved in it. And today and yesterday, between Don Granato and the coach in Ottawa, you heard a lot of talk about puck support. You heard a lot of talk about with the Ottawa coach, hey, when there's 5 of you out there, make it seem like there's 10 of you out there. In these kinds of games, by teaching puck support, by giving players the opportunity to figure things out, and put the word, if you take nothing out of this other than the phrase, figure it out, what these games do is they allow your players to let the game be the teacher. It's a beautiful thing to watch because you set a game up, you watch it for the first 3 minutes, and it could be a dumpster fire. You watch it go day after day after day. You watch hockey develop. You watch players develop. You watch thought processes develop. You start to hear side conversations during a time when a player's not in the drill about what they did in the last circuit, what they want to do better in the next circuit. What does that simulate? Simulates a game. Because most good teams that I've ever been around, and most real good players I've ever been around, especially at the pro level, those guys get off the ice after a shift, they're talking about the last shift. What do we do? What do we need to do better? They've got a great ability to park the last shift and set up the next shift, and that's what some of these small area games do. So